All questions to the end of the show. Just kidding. The show now.
Oh shit! Another fucking tiring week where I'm wearing the same fucking clothes. I'm just like too
Yeah,
tired to
geez.
Oh, I
change.
know.
I wear the sweater all
I
the
have one
time.
shirt.
How are you boys doing tonight?
I'm good.
Doing good.
Welcome to the Couch
Fuck.
Co-op Show. We are your journeymen, your hobbits, your three musketeers and D'Artagnan. You know, taking you
Which
through
one
this
of us
journey
changes
of beer.
colors?
I don't know. This is the Couch Co-op Show. We are a beer podcast. We drink beers and then we review them. Each one of us picks a different beer. We rotate each week, and we select a beer and we drink it and we tell you what we think about it. Hopefully you listened to last episode. There's a lot of new information I gave you, but this episode, I'm not going to really spend much time with it, but you can find us on all the podcast outlets, and then you can also find us on Twitch at Couch Co-op Shows, twitch.tv/The Couch Co-op Show, and then Milkman Pictures, youtube.com/Milkman Pictures, and you can find our video version of the show, which is fun to watch because we're in a beer. We're like we're carbronated. Anyway, anyway, let's get to a fucking beer. I'm thirsty. Dave,
Right.
what are we drinking this week?
Unibroue out of Canada. I think I'm probably massacring the spelling.
It is Unibroue.
La Fin Du Monde. The end of the world.
Unibroue.
Yeah, Unibroue.
Yeah,
Unibroue.
Pretty
That's
much.
funny.
So,
I bet a lot
It's
of
from
people
France,
have
right?
that.
Or Quebec?
not from from
Montreal.
French
I
Canadian.
Yeah,
Oh, Chambly, Quebec. Yeah.
I had
So-
okay, it's open. Let's pop it.
I've had this.
Oh, wait,
in big
Jared.
bottles.
Yeah,
Jared, post your question.
How do you pop these foil ones? Do you actually peel the foil back, or do you just like tear the lid off and pour it out?
I pop it like a Stella.
the lid.
So I pop it like a Stella, and then I peel around it. If I'm drinking out of the bottle, I peel around. So after I pop it, I peel around it.
Yeah.
If I'm pouring into a bottle, I don't really worry about it.
Yeah, usually I just
Okay.
pop it because I'm pouring a beer like this. I'm
Right.
not drinking out of the bottle because this is bottle fermented as well. So if you've left it for a while
Okay.
and not shook it up, it should have some sediment in the bottom that you kind of want to leave.
All right, let's get to it. 3,
All right.
Two.
Yeah, let's
1.
pop in. Let's.
Hey,
there
see,
we go.
it cleared the top pretty well.
Yeah.
Smell the
Okay.
spices in that.
But yeah, you definitely have to clear that up a bit if you were drinking out of the bottle.
Yeah, just like a Stella.
I got the glass.
And then you want a gentle pour because it's kind of like homebrew how it's the carbonation comes from it.
It smells a lot like last week's beer, really.
It does actually, but the carbonation comes from basically bottle aging, which means they leave some sugar in the bottle.
It's a little more
or some
spicy.
malt. Yeah, well, Belgian triple usually has some herbs and spices in it.
Oh yeah. There's definitely additional spices in there. Yeah, it's funny.
That's a
Again,
lighter color.
Aaron's looks yellow, but mine looks like a nice amber color.
This
No,
is a
I
nine.
massacred-
This is a
I massacred
9%er.
Or on mine.
This is
Oh,
the week.
wow,
This is the
yeah.
week we
Thing I
decided to
didn't
do all the
eat.
high alcohol the last 2 weeks.
It'll make you feel better. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, right, Aaron.
That
Right,
look on Aaron's
right, Aaron.
face.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's,
This is the
I've had
third
this beer
time.
before.
This is the third time I've had this beer. Third time's a charm.
Mhm.
Is that coriander, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
coriander is
Oh,
awful.
yeah, I like
hate
coriander.
coriander. Oh my god.
This
Give me
Yeah.
some more Chainbreaker White IPA. Let's go.
Actually, this reminds me.
Well, they did
like,
it right in that one though.
No.
when I was first
Kinda.
home brewing, we brewed a Christmas ale and we were using spices, and we put coriander in it, but we mucked it up and put like 10 times the amount of coriander in it, and it was undrinkable.
Good.
Rough.
So
And it
I can get that.
tastes like candle or something.
So the first time way back when I first started my job with the district, my producer was French Canadian, and so
Oh.
for my housewarming gift when I was married to the Hobbit, she gave me a bunch of beers from this brewery. So I had this
Oh.
one. She gave me 3 beers, all in the not the small bottles, the 22-ish bottles.
the 22s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think these 12-ounce bottles are a new
I think they
new
are.
thing.
They look
'Cause
more
They're
professional.
relatively new.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
but
like
the
the look.
22's got the cork and like the wire seal
Yeah,
thing in them, so it's more fun
Yeah,
to
I-
kind of open that. So it's like, oh, that's cool.
I have.
But this
I have
beer
one
I've
of those
had,
today.
and I was like, okay, oh, because I was more, especially back then, I was really into Heineken, so I was really into the skunky, and this is like the opposite direction.
Yeah,
I'm-
this is very.
I'm digging this so far.
sweet.
Then a few years later, Dave, not like a few years later,
Yeah.
but like still within that time period where I was at that house, Dave bought one or brought one over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had it before, and he's like, "Oh, you want some of this?" I was like, "Sure, I'll drink it." I'm not a huge fan of that. I'll try it again.
Yep.
And
Same result.
same result.
Still didn't like it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's not
I
like a
don't either,
stout. It's not
This
like
is a very strange beer. I have to
Yeah.
be in the mood for it, and I don't think I'm in the mood for it tonight, so I'm
Mm.
not enjoying it as much as I.
Mm.
But like you say, over the years, I've bought bottles of it for people, and I've like drank. I've drank it, and sometimes I've really enjoyed it, and then like it's just not doing it.
I
tonight.
think the last time I had it, I was drunk prior to drinking it, so it didn't bother me as much. Drinking this not as
Mhm.
drunk, it's a little
too much flavor.
Interesting.
The herbs and
So-
spices in it. Are,
there's just so much going on in it.
I feel that they use very similar ingredients to a lot of pumpkin ales. Is kind of the feeling I'm getting
Kind of.
Yeah.
with
And
coriander.
You
I
kind
get
of.
that actually. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sweet.
So
Well, it's funny. It's kind of it's sweet. It's got that coriander spicy, and then it's not. It's kind of hot. It's not really hoppy. It's got like a back
It's
end.
got
It's kind of.
honey in it as well. That's
It's got this
it's-
weird
so-
back end that I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
Yes, I-
so the one thing that's kind of getting to me is, I know it's not, but it tastes like it's a bit too overcarbonated. Like
Yes.
It's very bubbly.
thank you. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. It's just like, oh, I feel like
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm having
headache
problems with the.
It's really
With the-
hazy to compared to last week's beer too. Like it's like I
It
feel like
is.
last week's beer was a little. Like we're kind
Yeah.
of comparing it, but I would rather drink last week's beer again than this.
Yeah, no. It's like I said, I don't hate it. It's just flavors are getting me, and the carbonation level is just like,
It
I
is.
think it-
There's
I
something
think
about
it's
it.
cloves, isn't it?
Cloves?
Yeah,
Maybe that's
that
Mhm.
sounds right.
But it's
yeah.
like let's just throw everything in there. It's just like a lot of flavor at that. There's a lot of flavor at the front wall that hits you, and then there's something in the back end that's just kind of I'm not a fan of. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not.
yeah, I get it.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
I'm
it's
getting
the
it right now.
alcohol or the. It's probably the alcohol, but it could be like the hops. I don't
Well,
know what it is. There's something in the back
There's also
end.
the coriander.
No, I
it
feel
tastes
like
like the
coriander
coriander.
hits me up at the front. All the flavor
It
spice
hit me in the
bullshit
back.
hits me in the front. I feel like, but it's 9. It's a 9%er, so it's got to be alcohol probably.
I mean, to be quite honest, on the alcohol front, it's actually pretty well balanced.
True, true. It's
doesn't-
not, it's
it-
not like it doesn't hit you.
That 9%
like
of alcohol
gooey.
is not like it's not cloying. It's not like that's not the first thing you taste when you drink this.
100%.
It's quite.
It's all the spice.
Mm.
Yeah, it's quite a
Okay.
smooth. It's quite a smooth beer. Like it's just that weird spice flavor, and
It's for
What-
what it's worth. I mean,
What do we know about this brewery? The only thing I know about this brewery is they just released the Megadeth beer,
yeah, which is
Yeah.
like 4%.
4.5% light beer. Action
Come
going
on.
well, I know they have a massive, not massive, but it's a good sized dictionary of beers, and
But
They're
Dave,
all out of
Dave didn't look
Canada.
up anything about them. You don't. Dave's like, Unibroue. Fuck them. We don't know anything about them.
No, I did look them up. I
Oh.
think they started in 1991, so they've been around. 30 years now.
After you
Um,
drank it for a
they've been
while,
around for a
you
while.
smell
Yeah.
it. It just smells like a sweet pie. It's
Mhm.
like it just smells like you're gonna eat like this
Yeah.
pie of.
And I know
No, it
know
makes
I've
sense. I've had beers that taste like pie.
this is one of those beers as well that's been widely distributed, because I remember when I first came
yeah.
to Oregon in 2004. I remember having this. Around
very
my
popular.
wedding. So
But you have to
It's very
burp
popular,
after
yeah.
every drink. Otherwise, you're just gonna.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
look
I'm
at
not
the head
getting
on
the.
that.
and
I'm
all
not
that.
having the carbonation issue that you guys are having. I'm okay. Maybe
When I-
because I poured it
so-
fast and then poured it slowly. Because like mine's not
Right.
super
Well,
carbonated right now. I don't feel that like you guys are getting.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think these were one of the these guys were ahead of the curve in some respects because they were one of the first to try and brew Belgium style beers outside Belgium. You know,
true.
So this is
And
supposed to be like a blue moon.
no,
Mhm.
that's Blue Moon's a slightly different style. There's lots of different
I
Belgian
call that
beers.
a headache inducer.
Belgian beers are cover a wide spectrum of
Oh,
stuff,
Aaron.
but quite a lot of the time
Well,
they've either got spices in them because the Germans had all the purity law, but they didn't in
yeah.
Belgium. And or the other thing is a lot of them are wild yeast fermented,
You know,
so
on
that,
on on
Yeah.
the weirdest spectrum of bullshit that I would try. You know how like a McMenamins mixes Ruby with a Terminator?
Yeah. Oh,
I'd be-
I'd be
yeah.
I'd be interested to see what a 50-50 split on the stout with this would be.
it
I'd be
would probably
interested
actually
to
really
yeah.
I would
tasty.
be interested to see what that kind of mix would be because like I feel like I need a little jerky in this. It's just
Oh gosh.
it's like this is like it's like eating a piece of cheesecake or a chocolate cake that's too rich.
Sprinkle a little bit of
There's
salt
too
in it.
much
See how
going
you
on.
like
Yeah,
it.
there's just it's too rich. It's just like ah.
Yeah, it's like when you eat one of
This
those
almost reminds
black
me.
cherry chocolate cakes, and it's just like this is too much chocolate, too much cherry, too much alcohol. It's like
I just like I need something to
This
like
just
cut this with.
this just reminds me of a German chocolate cake beer combo that I learned a long time ago. It was like
Oh, that sounds good.
You know what's crazy
a
though? I did drink
Yeah.
those 220s like well I split the 20 with Dave, but the other 20 I mean I downed it. I mean I mean I'm not a pussy. I'll drink. I mean I'm not gonna not drink this.
I'm already over halfway there, so I get it.
oh yeah,
No,
man,
it's
this is going down. But I totally think that Aaron's description on your description of like a chocolate cake that's too rich is
So this is a Belgium style ale. Is that what we're going with?
a Belgium triple.
That's-
So
But
a
Belgian
triple.
triple,
so
yeah.
triple means it's been triple
Fermented,
something?
I think.
Fermented? Triple
No, I think it's like more
No.
like like IPA, Imperial IPA, double IPA, triple IPA. I think it's more like that because generally the 7% plus. It's a Belgium. Essentially, it's a Belgium golden ale. This is like the triple version of a Belgium.
But at the
golden
same
ale.
time, as a 9% alcohol beer, you would never know this was 9%. You just think this is like too fucking sweet.
Yeah, you just
You
think
would
there's
never
Yeah.
know there's that
flavors.
much alcohol in this.
Yeah.
What do we know about Unibroue? Like, are they becoming higher up? Like this.
I think
This-
they've always been a bit of a
No, but this
kinda-
logo right here on the foil makes it look like a college. That's like university.
I can see that.
It's looking like we're getting like they've gotten some more money recently because they used to be kind of it's just kind of a like more like last week's beer with Jared's the Dragon Lady. It was more like that was how they used to be, and now they're like kind of like up in their game a bit.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I went to the
I'm
Trying
website.
to be more refined.
I'm
Jared's got
I'm looking at a definition. A beer is considered a triple in Belgium when the alcohol content is 9% alcohol by volume or higher. But on the British Isles and in the USA, the tradition is to call them barley wines.
oh, so it's not really anything.
Oh.
It just has triple the out like a 3%.
It's just alcohol. Yeah.
This is from
Because what-
globalbeer.com as a definition.
Oh, interesting. Thank
You
you.
see, I
Jared.
always think of a triple though more like a barley wine. I always think of that as a more hoppy kind of. It's like a strong bitter.
When you look at it, like
Whereas
if you
this
look
is like
Very strong,
sweet.
though.
and
if you
not
look
very
down in the
hoppy.
glass though right now, if you any of you that have any left and you look down in it in the light, like the sides no look down in the glass.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I can't.
So like
see
the
that.
sides are clear and in the middle it's kind of thick. It's like a glass of saliva.
It
I
does
can
look-
see that.
You know what I'm
I
I can't
saying?
say I've ever seen a glass of saliva, but
Well, I've spit into
whatever.
I've spit into quite-
Backwash.
backwash. Anyway, it just seems like
when you're
it's just funny how it's concentrated and then the outsides are clear, and I find that weird to me. And
But also
well,
now,
it looks like backwash to me.
now I'm about halfway through. The sweetness and the overpoweringness of it is mellowing out a little for me because my two
not for me.
Nope.
taste buds are
The
a little.
coriander is not mellowing out, dude. The
True.
coriander
No,
is
that
just
isn't.
killing me.
I love that flavor though.
Do
I
you?
love that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spice.
and
No,
the
Good.
cloves,
here's
the
the thing.
coriander. I like all those
No.
strong spices.
No,
Too
but
much
I
of me.
feel like Jared, like the chain breaker that you mentioned earlier, they do it really well. It's really
Yeah.
mellow.
Thank
It's
you.
so
It won't-
mellow. It's so mellow.
But they don't have the cloves. They just have the coriander.
Yeah, but
and
still,
the-
it's
the
still very
hops,
mellow.
It's
There was
different.
another
Yeah.
New Belgium
drink that
beer, the
all
Fat
day.
Tire guys, New Belgium. I think wasn't the original. I don't know if it was the original Ranger, just like basic Ranger or something else. There was another beer that they had that had just had like a shit ton of coriander in it, and I could not drink it.
They do a
I
triple.
think it's
New
accumulation.
Belgium also.
Yeah,
does
they do have a
triple.
triple.
No, not a triple.
I had that
no,
recently.
No,
It was really
no,
good.
no. We're talking about old school, like way back. Like it was just basic Ranger, not like Ranger IP. It was just like
Oh, I remember Ranger. Yeah.
just like
yeah.
basic bitch Ranger. It wasn't even
Before
Ranger
Voodoo
IPA. It wasn't Voodoo Ranger. It was just basic bitch Ranger.
That was just a. That was.
And
just
it had
an
like,
IPA,
and
I
it said
thought.
Ranger with coriander or some. It was like a beer from
think-
them. I don't even know if it was Ranger, but it was one of their beers. It was like
Yeah.
Ranger
Well,
with
there
coriander, and it was just like an awful beer because it had no.
I think that was.
It wasn't. It was more like coriander with beer, and it was just like, oh, I hate this. So like that's why I was
I think
so
that was their
against
accumulation.
drinking Ranger for so long. And then when we drank those Ranger IPAs, it was like a different. It was like, oh, this is totally different than I remember. So
because they re-upped on their everything. on
yeah,
that
and
one.
I don't think they put coriander. There was a. I don't know if it was Ranger. I'm speaking out because I'm not knowledgeable. There's a beer that New Belgium did that had a shit ton of coriander in it. I don't remember what that beer is.
Right.
Maybe a listener could reach out to us at Couch Co-op Shows, all one word, no hyphen, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Let us know. But
Record a message on Anchor.
leave us
Tell
a
us what
message
we
on
think.
anchor.fm/the Couch Co-op Show. Anyway, no, coriander with beer is very tough for me. The Chainbreaker does it well.
I can see that.
This beer does not.
I
Thank
wonder if it needs to be aged because if you look on the bottle, it's got best before June 2024. That's like
Yeah.
2.5 years. from now.
2024. So why would they be selling it right now?
It's better to keep it in your warehouse than them to pay to keep it in
Theirs.
their warehouse. Yeah.
Dude,
Interesting.
who's gonna keep this for 3
I don't know.
Be
years?
surprised.
I might buy another bottle just to age it.
Oh my god!
I have one sitting in my
I
wine.
like it. Yeah.
Actually,
I have it in my wine shelf right
Aaron's
now.
probably got one that's
You
about
have
right
one of
age
these?
now. I think I bought
A
it
bigger
once
one.
at housewarming.
You have one of
Yeah.
these.
What?
What?
It's
Ooh.
22.
Damn.
Big one.
He
The
bought
big
me
one
as a
with the
housewarming
cork.
present.
Yeah.
You can drink it this year?
So that's what we
Probably.
got to start.
Oh,
so what
man.
you're saying is we have to start treating beer like wine.
Yes,
Depending on the
please.
strength
Yeah.
of it,
I
yes.
think the coriander
Yeah,
might
depending
ease
on the
out
beer,
a
it's
little
fun.
bit. That might help.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
imagine it would ease out after fucking 3 years.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is intense.
Especially
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
after the
I'll
other
do that.
beers that we've drinking that were like over old and a lot of shit just like like it just got like kind of
Yeah.
flatland. You're telling me though that this beer is it's gonna flatline. Its best time
In
to
2
drink it is
years.
when it's flatlined. When like the carbonation is gone, the
I
coriander's
don't know
gone.
about that, but I mean it's 9%, so it is probably
Aaron,
gonna
In
6 months after it's bottled is gonna be like around
Aaron,
its
in
best
3
time.
years we're gonna need an update. It's like,
Uh,
and he's gonna be like, nah, this
yeah.
beer still tastes like shit.
we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see where it's at in a year.
Well, it should
still got
say.
this.
It should say like, you know what's okay.
I thought it was gonna be
No. No, when you're buying those 22s and it's got the cap in and it's, I get it. You could probably put that away. This beer with this fucking
Right.
foil bullshit, it's like screaming for you to like pound. It's like this
Yeah.
is like a
Yeah.
pounder beer right now. There's
Just
nothing
wait,
on
Then
here
you
that
read the
says, "Hey,
back, oh,
let this." You bought a 6-pack, but let it wait for 3 years and then you can drink it. There's nothing about this that says sit on it for 3 years.
It's weird. Like
Yeah.
I'm not used to like aging beers and stuff like that with corks. Like in wine,
It's weird.
there's a lot of wine that's stored upside down.
Yeah,
And
you
you have
store it
to
on
do
its
that kind of thing
side.
with
Yes.
beer
Keep
too.
the-
So
keep
or on
the
its
cork wet.
side. So the
Well,
cork is
that also
100% submerged. So that's really interesting
depends
concept for
on-
beer for me.
That depends on the beer too, because of how it's made and stuff like that. Because I know with wine, like you said, it's the French wine. They literally have it like stored upside down because it keeps the cork wet and keeps it more.
It's just to keep the cork wet is
Yeah,
all.
my dad has a wine
That's it.
cellar, and all the bottles are.
Correct.
That's why they keep them in the rack on the side, is because obviously the
Yeah.
fluid level keeps the cork wet, and it stops it from drying out
Yeah.
and letting
Yeah, you never want to age a corked alcohol on it straight up.
I'll
You
keep
have
your
to
the
I'll keep
difference
your
with-
cork
because
wet.
it'll dry out and
The difference with beers is
Yeah.
traditional French wines are actually designed to be aged like
Mhm.
40, 50 years
I love you,
sometimes.
Aaron.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whereas a beer, really, even a 11-12% beer is only meant to be 5 years at
Several
most.
years,
kind of,
yeah.
10
Well,
at a
Just a
push.
handful.
Yeah.
Few beers are meant to go for longer than their expected rate. Like Dissonant from Deschutes, you can get that one for at least 3 years because they say drink after 3 years after you buy it. It's like, okay. Same with the 120 minute.
I need to wash
From
that shit out of my
Dogfish.
mouth.
Ian's got to rinse that down with a Miller Lite.
He did not like that. I
I
can't blame him, though. I can't blame him. This is not for everybody. This really isn't for everybody.
It isn't. It's
This is not as good as I remember it.
I don't know what it
Mhm.
is. It's I think we're gonna review right here. So you finish up your beer, Dave. If you haven't.
Under
I was
review.
gonna- I was going to say, on the positive side, it balances the alcohol really well. It's not a very
Yeah.
it's not a very boozy
It's not
beer,
aggressive on alcohol, yeah.
but
I'm
on the-
conflicted on how to rate it because, like,
Yeah.
at the same time, like, I would drink it again. I would never buy this.
Right.
I would never choose to buy this. But if someone gave it to me, I would drink it. I don't mind it.
Mhm.
It's okay.
It's different,
don't-
isn't it?
It's not like.
I agree.
Anyway, I'm gonna. Okay, what do you guys want to rate? I'm gonna give it not a good rating. I'm gonna give it down.
I'm the only thumbs up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a sideways.
Because I am really curious
this is the most divisive
about
one
the
I've seen
age.
yet.
I'll
age
drink it.
level of
I
it.
drink it. Like it's like.
I know. I feel like I'm the same as you, Ian. I'm giving it thumbs down, but I feel like that's a little harsh. Cause
Yeah,
it
I'm
isn't-
kind of like in my like a Milkman drinks a beer on YouTube. I'm kind of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
not
like-
quite
Well-
a sideways thumb, but
Here's my
Jared
close.
gave it a half. I'm quite surprised, and then Jared gave it a full.
yeah, full thumbs. I really enjoy the seasonings. It reminds me of a lot of different beers all at the same time. The
Why do
carbonation
you
was
want
kind of
that?
an issue, so
Why
it's
do
on
you-
like the lower end
Yeah.
of a thumbs, but it's not. But I'm super curious. I want to buy another bottle just to age
You're
it
right.
at this
Oh,
point.
yeah, you know what? We
Right.
should do
And
that.
yeah,
know
my
what? We
mind,
should do-
my mind is set. Like I really want to
Wait.
experience this beer
We
how they
should
want it to be
100% do
experienced.
that. We should get 22s
Yeah,
and then
So
hang,
I'm all
and
about
then
that.
age them. And then around the time that Aaron's is ready, we open them.
But
Yes.
I'm not rating this beer on its potential. I actually really enjoyed this pour.
Yeah,
of
Very
it.
I
honest,
no,
man.
I get
really
that. I get that.
want to
But
buy
I-
another bottle to age it and
I
see
get
what
it.
happens
I
in
get
4
where
years.
he's coming
No,
from.
I
2 years.
yeah, I get that you like it. I don't like it, but I'm
Yes.
willing
I
to
feel like
age
the
it to taste.
overall score is
I don't
like
love
fair,
it.
though.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Like the aftertaste right now is just like brutal right now. I just feel like the beer is like so.
Oh come on! You just took a swig of Miller Lite. That's the
No.
aftertaste.
It brought out the coriander. It brought out all I taste right now in my mouth is coriander.
it
just- the Miller Lite-
and I
the
know what
Miller
Ian's
Lite-
saying, it's
The
like
Miller
Yeah.
Lite
that
cleared out my
coriander's
palate.
Just like
It just cleared my
I
palate, and all
love
I
the
taste is
coriander
fucking
flavor.
coriander, and it's just like,
yeah, but
ugh.
well, the cloves are usually more
So-
potent than coriander, but the
Yeah, but
coriander
cloves
overtakes
aren't
the
as-
cloves in this one.
Cloves aren't as sweet as coriander.
Yeah. Well,
So-
that's what I'm saying is the coriander isn't as potent. Well, I mean the coriander is more potent than the cloves this time. Cloves usually overtake any other flavor. Cloves are very, very potent.
It's This is my third time for this beer. I'd be willing to age it though. If any of you guys want to do that, I'd be willing to
I want
get
to.
a 22 and age it.
100% want to
when,
age this.
And then when Aaron's is about, around the time it's done.
It's probably there in a year.
Yeah, we could age
probably
it.
in
and
about a
then-
year.
Let's give Canada a chance, guys. Come on.
Okay.
FIN Du Monde. Let's
Yeah,
go.
man.
Unibroue.
Yeah, let's give Canada a chance. They gave us Fireball. All right, moving on.
I'm willing to
Canada.
I love Fireball. Fuck that shit. Aaron, no,
Ugh.
Dave. What video game are you paying? What French Canadian game are you pairing this atrocity with?
There's only one I can think of. I'm curious.
No, there's
about
like
that.
Ubisoft has a bunch of French Canadian games.
No, I'm actually thinking Katamari Damacy.
Oh, that's not. I was thinking South Park Stick of Truth.
Because it's the end of the
continue.
world,
Yeah.
Okay. End of the world. Yeah, I gotcha.
and you're rolling up that big
Yeah.
ball like it's the end of the world, and then you start getting people and all the rest of it.
Hey Dave, I know
Okay,
you
I
love
dig
that
it.
game.
Like
You know
Donut
they
Country.
did a remaster of that game.
I have it on the Switch. I need to.
You
beat
know,
it.
I got it from the library and played it
Oh, okay. Of
quite a
course you-
bit
of
before
course you did.
Christmas. So
Of course you did.
Okay.
All right, never
They-
mind
they-
then.
Yeah, they have that on the PS4.
yeah, I'm
It's on the
surprised you-
PS4.
Okay.
surprised you
Digitally.
didn't-
It was on sale during the last sale,
Okay.
but now I don't think it's on sale
I
anymore.
have it on Switch. I just need to
Right.
complete it. I've never beat it, but yeah, it's an interesting game. The music's super wild.
Those
and
games suck.
It's
I
so
do not
bizarre. It's
enjoy
weird.
them, but
It's on sale right now for $10 on the.
Aaron's like
PlayStation-
video games. I don't
PlayStation
play
Store.
video games.
Whatever, dude.
What's a PlayStation?
Wait, no, I know you have. You did play. You are playing Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians. Such a
Yeah.
fun game.
It is.
Still.
I love
Anyway.
it.
I'm sorry you had a
No,
glitch.
no, I never. Well, that's a minor thing. I figured out a way around that. But
Alright.
no, I just couldn't get into Katamari. I saw the gameplay. I'm just like, what?
So
so
Katamari
weird,
Damacy
Japanese,
is
crazy,
the
but-
fucking.
I'm willing to
So we got. So over here we have French Canadians, and over here we have Japanese Katamari Damacy. They meet nowhere. Do they intersect?
The story of the
Or
game
do
does.
they?
Do they?
La fin du monde. And
Does
the
it?
You roll
world.
around the
Oh,
giant
really?
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll
Oh,
around
I
the
did not
giant
know
ball
that.
until you roll the earth up.
You have
Okay.
to create worlds because he fucked up.
I see.
Yeah, you
Okay,
took all
so
the
there is
skies
a
out the
connection. I
Yes.
appreciate the connection,
Stars out
Dave.
the sky.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
prince
I didn't
is the
think about
character
that.
you use, and he completely effed everything up. And
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's solid, but yeah, I like it, Dave. Good choice.
Thank you. Anyway,
Aaron,
what's next week? Yeah.
Aaron,
Aaron!
if you make it, if your wife makes it, and you can still hang out with us
Ooh.
and do
I hope
one
you
last
can make
show
it.
on Monday,
I want
We're
what
do-
episode? What beer are you drinking?
We're coming back to Oregon up on the North Coast for
Yes,
a
please.
Waves of Silence Imperial IPA. I've never had this one actually.
This is a
This been
stout,
first for all of
actually.
us.
It is this
It's
is
an Imperial
this
Stout.
is an anti-Ian beer.
It's an imperial stout, yes, and
I'm
all
willing to
Fort
give it a
George
go.
stouts are good.
I
If you
love
like
Fort
stouts,
George stouts. Yeah. I'm excited for this one.
Anyway,
Thanks, Aaron.
It's in
Yeah.
the. You're gonna have a child soon, so the waves of silence. You've got to enjoy them while you can. 'cause-
Oh man,
Yep.
silence goes away.
You know what's gonna be funny,
That's right.
and I'm pretty sure the listeners have caught on to this by now. We do multiple episodes in a night,
Mhm.
so what's
Yes.
gonna be funny is that night we're also gonna drink another beer of my choice, but it's gonna be Aaron's last night, and he's gonna be going.
Yeah.
But Aaron,
Hmm.
you'll always be welcome. You just have to let me know. It's like, hey, I
Of
can do a
course.
beer tonight. It's like, oh, and we'll
Yeah.
we'll kick Nick to the side and be like, fuck you, motherfucker. But
Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll
Aaron
keep some
is-
of those in reserve.
Aaron is, he's Jared did it, Dave did it, and now Aaron's doing it.
He
He's making
barely looks
Yeah,
at his
Mike,
phone
I'm
now.
not-
He's never gonna look at his phone again.
He's
after
never. I mean,
February.
you
Oh,
thought he
whatever.
thought he played video
Oh,
games.
whatever.
Now he's not gonna play video games ever again. But you know what's gonna happen? You thought he drink. You thought he drink beer now. He's
We
gonna
love you,
drink
dude.
even more beer.
Yeah. Coping mechanism. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
you know what? I love doing this
Oh,
show with you
goodness.
Guys. It's been a pleasure. We
It's
got
a positive tone to every week. It's wonderful.
It is
it's
nice.
so fun recording
no
with you
one
guys.
listens
and,
to it because
nobody does.
because none of you guys share it. It's great,
and that's all right.
and,
Hey, I do on Twitter.
once in a
Yeah.
while. Yeah, but yeah,
I don't look
but
at. Yeah. I'm busy.
you guys should
kinda,
share it on
sometimes.
Facebook, or you could tell your friends about it. But no, you don't. It's cool.
No, and nobody cares on
Right.
Facebook. It's family. My family doesn't give a
I'm not
shit.
on the Facebook. What is that?
Dave's not on anything, but
What's
he could
Facebook?
at least say, "Hey," he could go to Napa and say, "Hey, you like beer?" It's like, "Yeah." Well, you should listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get out of here. I love doing the show with my boys. I got Jared, Dave, and Aaron.
That's right.
Yeah, always
are the-
nice.
Right.
We are the Couch Co-op. We are your
We're your friends
we're your friends
that love beer with you.
We're your little Jesus guy that leads you on a donkey to the great beer.
I don't know about that, but hey,
Well,
Ian
hey,
says so.
If you're pregnant and you need a beer, jump on that
Don't
donkey.
do it.
Don't do
no,
it.
you should probably jump
Not
on that
worth
donkey.
it.
No, because if Jesus was like, anyway, I don't want to get into that because
Well,
my
good.
beliefs are different than yours. Anyway,
Day.
what do you want to talk about? I want to get out of here. We're on.
Beer responsible, y'all.
No, not yet. No, we're on. Oh, we're a
Look
podcast
at
on
us
YouTube.
Couch Co-op.
We're a podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, not Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Play, all that shit. You can find our
Pretty much wherever
podcast
you
there.
go.
If you want our videos, you can go to youtube.com/milkmanpictures and you can find our videos there. If you want to see us live being douchebags, you can go to twitch.tv/ The
Speak for
Couch
yourself,
Co-op
Ian.
Show. No, but live was what I'm saying. If you want to weep,
I was talking about
Right.
the douchebag thing, but you know.
well, we're all
We
douchebags.
all have faces. We do. If you're listening to the podcast, we have faces.
If you want
we
to see our
do.
douchebag
Anyway.
faces, Dave doesn't like to be a
I
douchebag.
think we're lovely.
Dave's
a
a clove. He's a clove face. He's a happy flower face. But the rest of
Yeah,
us,
I'm sure whatever you guys think we look like, you're completely wrong.
yeah, you could see how we look.
Yeah. We're like 5
Oh
times as
no,
handsome.
I sound exactly
Yeah.
how I don't look.
You know what, guys, you could do too now. I mean, Dave and Jared. Well, Jared, I think his computer can't do it, but Dave's computer can. In Discord, you could like just completely blur your background.
Yeah, Discord crashes every time I even
All right,
attempt
so Jared can't do it,
that.
but like,
It's
Dave, you
wild.
could like make it look like you're just like in this sweet blurred background. Anyway, Aaron uses his phone, so he can't.
Eh,
Eh,
I like to keep it real.
yeah, he likes to keep it real. It works really well. I mean, you guys could all use your phone
Keep
because
it real
obviously,
goes wrong.
I mean, look how well Aaron's works. So it doesn't really fucking matter.
Once PlayStation integrates Discord in, I mean,
Oh, there he goes.
What are we gonna
Dave's
do?
got a-
Let's do it. Come on, PlayStation owns freaking Discord now. Let's
Dave,
go.
you could do your own back. You could import
Oh
your
man,
own
that's
background.
Dave. Where are you?
Lucky.
I'm in the Twitch towers.
Yeah,
That's the Discord
Shit.
tower.
There's a
Okay.
drone.
Those are the
hanging out over
Discord
there.
towers.
Okay, he's,
No,
yeah.
but Dave, because you figured that out now, you could import your own image. It could be me giving you head from
Oh,
behind.
come on. Come on.
Oh, there's the blur.
I would
Blur.
have to
There's a
have
blur.
that image to begin with.
I
and
can't tell that's a
didn't need
library.
that
I
image
can't
in
tell
my
that
head.
though.
Let me send you the bathtub girl image, and then you can.
I thought that was gone entirely off the web.
He needs
Oh,
he needs like an
anyway.
Amiga behind his head or something. Anyway, guys, let's get out of here. I love you guys all.
All right.
Thank you for watching. What do we say? We're the Couch Co-op, and we want
Bring
you
lots.
Remember to be responsible.
to beer responsibly, drink
beer
responsibly,
responsibly. I think
that's what we decided
drive
on.
drunk,
Officially.
but don't get caught.
And drank responsibly.
Drunk,
That's-
get
Whatever we
fucked.
do responsibly.
We need to
Do it
come up with a really
responsibly.
cool like
We need to. Yeah.
get hopped.
Get
Get hopped.
Get hopped.
get hopped
That's a good one.
responsibly. You gotta be responsible, people.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Bye, guys.